Well, you know, it's almost time. It's almost time. We're getting in my why. Why not? Why not? It's 7 seconds, six. You know, let's just do this. What's going on, folks? How's it hanging? There's always great sayings for that. How's it hanging? A little to the left, a little to the right. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of true. Sorry. I did not get any sleep last night. I've got all kinds of things going on. That it's just, you know, my head is just full of ideas and things I need to do, and it just it was all over my head last night, rolling around. I tried to sleep, and then, you know, some people you know, the bedmate, you know, snores. She claims I do, but I swear to God I don't. I've never heard myself snore. Has anybody heard themselves snore? It's like you never hear yourself snore. But at least I don't scream in my sleep. She's a talker. But that and me just, me just, you know, got a lot of things in motion, and I'm trying to, you know, get into play. I'll pop out my chat over here so I can see it better. So you know, things are just going through my head, and I'll talk about it more when, you know, when the time comes, when the time is right. When the time is right. I switched to vMix. I am switching to vMix. I'm doing it. First off, I'm going to thank the benefactor. My benefactor for that. It'll allow me to work on some extra projects as part of, you know, these things that are going on in my head. That's one thing I was like, man, all right, what do I need to set up in my vMix? I'm on vMix right now. So my links work. I don't know what happened, but I mean, George, I'm sorry that you know, my notification went out and caused you to go to a blank thing. How are you this morning, George? Thanks for notifying me of that. But my other links work. It seems it'll bring up YouTube when I click on it. So I guess that's good. That's good right there. I'm trying to switch windows around with this new thing. I'm also using vMix Social now, George. So I can highlight comments. I want to change this. There's got to be a way. Well, there is a way to change it. I need to learn how to do that. So is my music going out? I think my music is going out, right? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. Music is fine. Good. I'm still getting used to the interface. You know, so I was using OBS before, so if the stream somehow goes to the end and then stops, it's because I actually hit the end stream button that I created the other day, which I've got it to where if I hit the button, it'll go to the end screen, and then in a minute, it'll stop the stream. So, just letting you know if that happens, it's, you know, I'll pull the oopsie. But I got some things set up, right? You know, I got my start screen set up, which you saw, the full screen. I got my Be Right Back set up. I got my stinger transition there. I've got my, you know, one of my windows, my app full screen window set up. I've got my second app full screen. It's not as cool, you know. I'm sure there's a way to maybe move that window around somehow. There's a lot of more features, so I just got to learn how to. I just got to learn how to use it. I like the vMix Social. It's a little less cumbersome to use than. It's covering up my face. There's George. So I think maybe I'm going to try to figure out how to create a countdown timer. I might try to figure out how to do a countdown timer. Yeah. Look at all my statistics. There's all kinds of. What is that? View shortcuts? Is that what that is? Oh. That's kind of cool. I can edit shortcuts. Can't see it on screen because here. We'll click. In vMix, there's a little shortcut button, and then it pulls this little shortcut bar up for me. I don't want to click in stream because, you know. Where's my full cam shortcut? It's not there. I don't have a web. Oh, and you could do it. You could do a web controller. That's kind of. Where is my? Whoa. Start full cam, wave, mic. Yeah, okay. Interesting. I gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Let's get rid of my ugly mug. So let's see. I can edit these. I want to create a mute button. Key control, okay. All right, first, let's, I gotta bring up my, what we're supposed to do is, we gotta turn this key into a, where'd my vMix thing go? My vMix, there it is. To a vMix shortcut. Replace that. Right now, I don't know how to set on and off keys, on and off switches. There's some sort of activator thing. Hey Laura, yes, I am playing with vMix. Yeah, we are playing with vMix. Not an expert yet, but you know, we're hoping to be. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good morning. Everybody got their coffee? I got my coffee. It's a little cold. It's a little cold. All right, so yeah, I got a start stream. Right? I got my start stream. It goes to black because it refreshes. I don't like that. I wonder if there's a way to fix it. And then I got my full cam, of course. Yeah. I'll be right back. My my app screen upper lip. I don't like where that window's at. So, you know, I'm gonna... Oh. I gotta... I went down the rabbit. I squirreled there because I got caught up. So let's... I do Diet Dew. Switch to... Yeah, Diet Dew is terrible for you. It's horrible. I used to drink Mountain Dew like it was going out of style, and it's yeah. I mean, soda in general, of course, you know, it's supposed to be bad for you. I quit drinking soda. I drink mainly tea now. I should really switch to water. Caffeine, I'll never. I can't give up caffeine. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Yeah. But yeah, I was a heavy dew drinker for a long time. I drank the fully leaded stuff. All right, what I was doing here is trying to set up my mute for my microphone. So hold that down, click OK. The function. Also mowed the lawn and walked the dog. There you go. Yes. Yes. There you go. I need to do that more myself. I don't. I have a guy mow my lawn these days. I know. I need to get more active. Audio input, active input. Okay. Audio input, I want to mute that, but it doesn't give me, let's see, audio. How about audio? There we go. Audio auto off? No. I want the input. I want an input. Set gain, I don't want to set, nope. Master volume, nope. Audio off. Input. Wave mic in. Okay. Let's see what happens. Now you should not be able to hear me, but maybe you still do. No. Okay. Okay. All right, you should be able to hear me now, but you should not be able to hear me now. But it looks like you can. Yes, you can hear me, or no, you can't hear me. Because on my master, it looks like I can't tell if it's like sending to the stream or not. That is solo. Ah, all right. Okay. But now, yes, you can. You probably can hear me now. Yeah. Now you can still hear me. What is going on? I know why. I know exactly why. All right. Okay. Yeah, dumb me. So my audio, I've got all kinds of audio stuff here and there, right? You know. Yes, I fixed it. It's, you know, I've got the Wave 3 or Wavelink mic. The Wavelink software, and then there's the audio mixer in vMix. I've got the mic kind of separated. So in vMix, I have the two main audio puts I have is one for my mic coming in, and then one for the Wavelink, the stream input from Wavelink. That way I can separate my music and my mic. I did that for OBS to take advantage of noise cancellation. This has a noise gate on it, but I don't think it has a... You can install plugins and stuff, but anyway, needless to say, I have to mute the input in Wavelink new thingy. What did you learn? That I learned, right? Did I learn, or did you learn something? What did you learn? If you learned something from me, yes! Because right now, I am just a ball of crazy. Yeah, okay, yes. I learn every day. Yeah. Trial and error. How do you move forward? Well, you should put one leg in front of the other. All right, so I've got my button set where I can mute it, but now it's like, how can I turn it back on with the same button to not have two buttons? That's the problem I'm having right now. Should be able to set up Stream Deck to mute that. Maybe there's a maybe. Set up the mic mute with Stream Deck and vMix.
For our production, and we use some things called activators. So that's two-way communication between vMix and
activators.
Using the activators let us know things like whether our recorders are on or whether our microphones is on by changing the colors of the keys. So I'm going to show you how to set that up now.
But I don't want to change the color of the key.
The record button is red. Now you notice in vMix that I'm currently recording. If I turn that off, then the record button the red will go off. Now in the top you'll see M audio and T audio. Now we set up these buttons to our microphones and turn
Right,
on.
yeah,
So
I get that.
Colors to let us know whether they were actually. So we set the default color, which is the normal color for the button purple, and then we turn the audio and video. So if you have a look in the vMix production now, you see the button's audio is on, off, and the button touching the same with the T audio and T mic. So by using the vMix activators, you can let yourself know when you're doing certain things in vMix to make sure that everything's going right. So now I'm going to show you how to set that up in our Blank production. So in order to set up these activators or color changes on the key,
Which I tried to do yesterday. Yeah.
and then you go to activate.
Yikes! Sorry to hear that, George.
And then I just need to click add. So I need to go to the same section before and push button. Now let's just try it with the bottom right here. That will let me button the activators. So for the event, I'm just going to set it to the default state. So the default state is what's happening when there's nothing going on. Now I can leave this off here, so I can leave the key off, or I can choose a color for it by going down to Stream Deck and selecting a color. So it's like black, a ton of different colors here, blue.
I don't want a color.
Let's go with green. Why not? I can use this obviously as a locally in this preset or globally if I want to. Okay, so now you can see what the default state is, which is a beautiful color.
Yuck. Who wants to use brown?
That's the default color for that machine. I guess now the default Stream Deck for the button setup, I need to set a color for it and set the changes to it. So I'm going to click add and go to this. Go add it and make sure okay. Now you select an event so the colors can change. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to record the recording. So when we're recording, I'm going to change the color of the Stream Deck.
All right. There's got to be. That's not it. That's not what I want. Let's look at this. Maybe this will do it. Maybe this will show me.
Now, this is not to be confused with the activators from the actual vMix activators, although I'll show you exactly how those work as well. But the main thrust of this
Show me, Chris.
tutorial
Show
is
me.
to show you how to do something that
These,
mimics an activator,
are you using
but
OBS
isn't
there,
actually
Laura?
an activator. But you'll
What
see
do
what I mean
you
in a
stream with
moment.
now?
Now, if you've got an Elgato Stream Deck and you've been using vMix, you should know by now that vMix has a plugin for Stream Deck that allows you to create shortcuts in vMix and assign them to buttons on the Elgato Stream Deck. And those buttons have some extended functionality because of the plugin. And that's what we're going to be accessing today. So there's two specific types of Stream Deck buttons that the plugin allows you to use. The one is a shortcut and the other one is an activator. So let's first have a look at the activators themselves.
Yes,
I've got a
Chris,
couple of examples
let's look at the
here
activators.
on a Stream Deck.
Teach me,
And I
Chris.
apologize for the lighting.
Your lighting
But,
sucks, Chris.
What I have is a vMix instance that has been set up. It's got a single microphone input, and we have an activator that is monitoring the status of that microphone, whether the audio is on or not. And we have a shortcut set up. And you can just kind of make it out.
I have the same
Little
problem,
microphone
Chris.
with a pop filter in front of it.
When I try to show people my
Something
Stream
we're trying
Deck,
to
it's
use
just
today, the pop
it's really hard
So,
for people to see.
If we press the shortcut,
I got to find something to put in that
what
one
we see
slot.
is two things. Firstly, the activator button comes on, and secondly, the button on the shortcut itself has also changed, and it's got a live symbol indicator on it. Now, this tutorial, we're going to create an activator just so that you can see how to do it, but there are other tutorials that have been done already to make these activators.
Okay. I think it's just
but
going to
this
show me the
tutorial is
same
really
thing
about
and
how
not
to
show me
get
how to put
the
a
thumbnail of the shortcut in the Elgato Stream Deck to show that live indicator. So there you go, it's now switched off. Alright, so how exactly do we do that? Let's have a quick look at our vMix setup first. So this is just vMix Basic HD. It allows you to have 4 inputs, and these are the well, I've got 3 inputs active at the moment, and these are the 3 inputs that you need so you need 3 inputs essentially to set up these this one button on the Elgato Stream Deck. You have your audio input, of course,
right.
so the audio input over here. You have a thumbnail for the audio input, and you have your live indicator, and that is just a PNG. So if we look here in my tutorial folder, I've got, we can ignore that, we don't need that, it's not part of the tutorial. We've got a microphone thumbnail and we've got a live indicator thumbnail, and these two
Okay, we may be getting somewhere.
images are the correct size for an Elgato Stream Deck. So I think like 400 by 400 pixels, something like that. Okay. So let's do this from scratch so that you can see exactly how everything is done. So we'll just start a new vMix presentation preset. Yes. And we're going to add our audio input. And I don't have a microphone plugged in here, so I'll just Magic Audio. Might give me an error. Yep. So we'll just use vMix Audio Bus A.
Okay, so I can go to my audio.
So there's our first audio. And I'm just going to rename this for the purposes of the tutorial to mic or main mic. That's
Cool.
better.
I can. Okay. So far, I'm following. Let's go, Mike. Come on, get on
And
with
you
it.
can
Let's
see
go.
by default, the
Chris,
audio
or
is
whatever.
active.
Yeah, Mike.
It's just
His name's
make
Chris,
sure
not
that it's
Mike.
automatically mixing, and we're going to turn it off.
I need more coffee.
Then the second input that we need is the thumbnail input for that. So vMix mic, I'll add that in. And finally, we need our live indicator. No, not that image. No. A live indicator.
Okay. All right. So I can go to my graphics tab. I'm going to add a Oh, not in the list. I don't want a list. Let's close that. We don't need a list. You're not seeing this right now, but can I do this? Because it'll give you that, you know, yeah. I don't want to do the whole fancy, whatever you call it, you know, the Inception thing. Okay, so I go to my graphics tab. I can do an input. I can do a image input, right? An image input. And I just need to go to my thumbnails. Or not my thumbnails, my, well, it's my Stream Deck buttons. All right. And I'm going to add another image input. For my mic mute one. All right. Okay. So far, so good.
And as I said, that they are just two PNGs that I pre-created beforehand. There's your microphone symbol, and there's your live indicator. So the live indicator is just really a red border that's going to cover over the existing green border.
Mine is the mic without the skull on it.
The top,
so
words live, and some transparent red as well. Doesn't really shine through. You kind of need to make it a little bit darker than I have it there. But anyway, there it is. Okay, so we've got our three inputs in now, and now what we want to do is we want to configure our Stream Deck. So I've got an empty Stream Deck profile or Stream Deck folder, and we want to add some buttons to it. So here we go. So the first button we're going to add is simply a shortcut and a shortcut. All right, you'll remember from our example we had two buttons in here. We had the mic status, which was an activator, and I've just put activator in brackets there. You don't really need to put it in there, and another shortcut there. And if you want to see how that looks, let's get the Elgato there. So on the Elgato itself, this button looks
it looks really boring.
Looks like that. Okay.
Looks
so
really boring.
The activator, because we haven't configured the inputs just yet, because we haven't done the shortcuts.
I don't care.
Like
I don't care about the activator. I want, well, maybe I do.
But in the Stream Deck software, it has a standard vMix plugin button view.
Right.
Okay. So we'll go to the tutorial. So here we've got the two over here. We're going to rename this to mic status. There you go.
Okay.
And we're not going to give this a name at all. So we've got our Elgato buttons ready to go.
Let's just
We've got
follow
two
along.
buttons. One is going to be an activator, and one is going to be a shortcut. I haven't renamed this. We can. Let's just call this mic shortcut, just for the purposes of the tutorial. But we'll remove this once we finish. This is just so that you can see it in the software and what the intent is.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
And
Good.
you can see that the Stream Deck.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
The Stream Deck.
Okay. Amazing. Peter Gaming in the house. Brah. What's up? You may know how to do this, Peter. I'm trying to figure out. I am creating a mute button with my Stream Deck. Messing around with the shortcuts and activators. this gentleman, Chris from Gamesta. I guess that's what Gamesta. And say hello to the Miss Amazing. I am let me pull this. All right. So in vMix, so far I don't know how to create the same button mechanics that, you know, I could in OBS. All right. Well, let's do this. Look, first let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do it. Okay. I need to warm up my coffee bad. So I'm gonna hit the be right back. Warm up my coffee. Peter, if you want to jump into Gilded, we will jump into the voice chat there, which I can then bring in through my I can bring you in through that. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go. I gotta get some. I am dying. I am dying this morning. So. All right. I am back. Okie dokie. All right, we'll go to just the open voice chat. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Untangling the cord for the headphones. Yeah. It happens. It happens. And one of the things you might not be able to do is actually listen to the stream at the same time because of the delay. Yes, you will. You will hear me ungilded, but if you like try to watch the stream and listen to the audio of the stream while we're in voice chat ungilded, it will be my stream will be delayed. You will see the delay in audio. If that makes sense. If you jump into the I'm in the guild members or the general, and there's a open voice chat channel there. Like Creators Guild, then there's a chat. No problem. No worries.
Buttons have been renamed with those two little titles there. Okay, so what is next?
There he is.
So now, the first thing that we...
Good morning, sir. You may have to check to see if there's push to talk or set push to talk if you want. I've got mine on voice activation. Alex, how are you, sir? No, I don't think the guild is going away. I think he's just going to be moving things over to a consolidated website. Gilded itself may go away, but I do not believe, unless I missed a post. Did I miss a post? I didn't miss a post. Did I? No, I didn't. No. No. Me using OBS is going away. I think not. I think gilded. What he's trying to do is consolidate all this on the Creators Toolkit website. Yeah, it kind of would. I agree. Yeah, that would probably be really good. I just know he's trying to like create the Creator Toolkit website, and he wants to bring all the kind of communication into there for, I guess, better have it all in one place instead of having to go to Gilded and then having to go here and there. So yeah, I mean, it's in the works. But the guild itself is not going to go away. It's just the mechanics of where we congregate. I mean, you can still tell people to come over here to Gilded. I don't think it's going to go away for a bit till the other place is set up correctly. Other than that, though, what's up? How's your weekend going? I'm tired. I'm really tired. I stayed up too late. And then I got woke up by snoring. There we go. No, no worries. If it sounds like I'm talking to myself, folks, it's I got amazing Peter Gaming talking in my ear. He's going to help me out with a few things, so I'm not going crazy if it sounds like I'm talking to nobody in the room. How are you this morning, Peter? How is things going? How? Or it's not morning for you. It's afternoon, evening. Yeah. So yeah, my dilemma is like I liked my buttons the way they worked in OBS with Stream Deck, and so when I would click on a scene button, it would dim or brighten up. I guess I would have two button graphics, one that was dimmed and one that was bright, so that when I'm on my full cam screen, the button is bright, and when I'm not on a scene, it's dim. And I don't know how to set that up. There's not a way to do that so far in vMix, because it kind of sets a color in activators. But I'm sure there's a way to do it, right? Oh. Well. Correct. Well, bummer. I was hoping to accomplish that. Oh well. So right. These, I mean, these all control at least these first three. I haven't set up my rows to the left. Yeah, my left. The first six buttons there on the I've got my, gosh dang, come on. There we go. These all control vMix. These three, and then the two below. So I mean, yeah, I can set up at least custom graphics on the initial buttons, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be a way to set it to a kind of an off and on state. Yeah, but I'm watching this one video where the guy's creating an activator using activator. Yeah. No. Well, it seems like possibly the way that this guy is setting it up is he has three. You've got the we're just going to kind of go with like the mic mute mechanics. Whereas in OBS, you know, when my mic is muted, it shows me my little muted icon, and when my mic is on, it shows me, the on icon. And he's got it set up with the activator and the button, and it seems like he the way he does it is with inputs so far. There's more than. He's got his mic, the actual mic audio input, and then he's got two graphic image inputs that I guess that's, yes, it is. Yes, that's why I'm like, oh my God, so they're, Right. The only thing I've done so far is I've already had my mic input set up. Let me do something here. Do you have my audio on the YouTube, or are you just listening to me just through Gilded, right? Okay. Good. All right. I'm going to. Is it okay if I bring your audio into the stream? Then I don't think you would mind. Yeah. That way, other people can benefit from the conversation. Here we go. There we go. All right. Yes. Now, everybody, Amazing Peter Gaming, a fellow member of the Creators Guild. Him and his wife, the Miss Amazing, do a great stream. I suggest you go to Twitch and search for the Miss Amazing, especially if you love cooking streams. They are very fun. So welcome, Amazing Peter Gaming. And hey, Mrs. Amazing, the Miss Amazing.
Are you doing the Princess Wave? Good
I did.
morning,
I
by the way,
did.
everyone
I did.
in chat. Hi. Thank you for your kind words, Grim.
No
Much
problem. No problem. So yes, it appears he has a setup with two buttons, one that uses the activator, but a second one that uses two different image inputs, but the way he has it is they put in an overlay onto one of the buttons, so it's like, you know, I don't know how do you say it? It's just a way to show a different state. I just want to switch the graphics totally and not try to do an overlay of the button. But yes, it looks very convoluted, and I believe it's post.
Well, I'm looking at my vMix setup.
Yeah.
By the way, Interfleet, I hope everything is okay there in the ER. My word.
Oh my goodness, what happened? What? Did I miss something? Let's see. I'm not looking. I'm not looking at chat.
To your chat.
Yeah.
Oy, oy, oy.
I apologize. Just got. Yes. Yeah, Interfleet. Hope everything's going okay. Yes, I'm glad that you're saying everything's okay. But yeah, sending healing vibes that way, brother.
I'm really curious to watch this tutorial.
Okay, I mean, let's
just if I watch it, I think we'll be able to understand the concept. Right now, I'm like a little cornfuzzled. I'm like, okay, so how's he going to do this?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna play it because I'm gonna keep watching him.
I'm curious. Let's go. Let's do it.
The first thing that we've got to do is we need to set up. We're going to connect this button over here, which is this button over here, our mic shortcut, to the microphone input. And what we want the shortcut to do is we want the shortcut to turn the audio on and off. Okay, let's just do that now. So we're going to settings.
Okay, this I can do in my dreams. I've done this so many times.
Yeah,
add a shortcut in. We're going to find it on the Stream Deck. We're going to press the button.
And so I've got one of those. I've got the shortcut.
Press the button. Hold the button down so that it says Stream Deck button down, and click OK. And the function that we're going to do is we're going to...
This guy's audio is horrible, by the way.
Toggle audio mute on and off.
Yeah.
And the input is going to be on our main mic input. And we're just going to call this mic toggle. Easy enough. And then we're going to say OK. So let's have a quick look at what has happened on our Stream Deck. Well, nothing has happened.
Okay, I got to pause. So I've got my shortcut set up for that. That right there, I can press that button, and it in the stream it. The problem with it is when I mute it, it doesn't it stays muted, and I have to go to vMix to unmute it. I can't. It doesn't create a toggle, and I'm hoping that's what he's going to show me how to do in this video, is how to make it a toggle.
But when we press the button,
I gotcha.
You'll notice over here the
Let
audio
me see
is
if I
coming
can
on.
work my way around it.
But that's of limited
in vMix
use, right?
in the meantime.
Because this looks just like these two. They don't look any different.
All right, so his does work as a toggle. But mine does not.
Well, the toggle is not so much the problem, switching your mic on and off with the same button, but the two different indicators, or one for on state, one for off state, I don't know if that's possible. If that is what you're already trying to do, then you're one step ahead of it.
Well, he's apparently able to at least have the toggle button that he's using. He's going to put this green button as the the graphic for the button. But then he also uses this live when he toggles it. When it's live, that will show up as it's live. It'll make sense probably. He'll make better sense of it than I'm looking at this toggle thing though. I'm trying to, because like again, mine. If I press my mute button, it mutes it, but I gotta unmute it with vMix. So what did he do? Let me pull up my shortcuts. Where did that shortcut window?
Let's see what you have.
Go to settings.
On your Stream Deck setup, or no, sorry, in your vMix.
Yeah, the
setup,
shortcuts. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Okay. Yes. All right. So function is audio. That's what it is. He's got his function as audio. There we go. Toggle, mute on and off. That was my problem. I was using audio off. So.
Oh, there you go. That's one part.
That's one part solved. Toggle. Oops. Now he's got his set to local shortcut. That's okay. I think that's a global thing. I think that's okay. Assign shortcut to an input number. I'm going to leave it as is. All right.
This should be okay for your button to work as an on and off
yes.
switch.
So now I'm now people can. Yes. That worked. We solved that problem. On to the next.
Okay. One down, one more to go.
Toggle. Easy enough. And then we're going to say OK. So let's have a quick look at what has happened on our Stream Deck. Well, nothing has happened. But when we press the button, you'll notice over here the audio is coming on and going off.
Am I
But
muted?
that's of limited use, right? Because this looks just like these two.
I can still hear
don't
you
look
in Gilded, but
any different. So what
I
we want
turned
this
down
to
the
do is
volume
we
of the
want
stream.
this
Gotcha.
button to reflect exactly what the input is.
good.
So
That
if we
works.
go back into the shortcuts, and here's our mic toggle. It's conveniently at the top and edited. We change the display to thumbnail and say OK, and OK again. You'll see that the vMix background has disappeared and just the title text is there.
All right. Okay.
Wait, what did he do now? Where did he click?
All right. He let me pull that up. All right. So you double click the shortcut and what was it?
Okay.
Oops. Okay. I've got that in the way, don't I? Where did it go? Let's go back. The display. The display goes to thumbnail.
All right.
All right.
Display to thumbnail and say OK, and OK again. You'll see that the vMix background has disappeared and just the title text is there. Okay, it's still working, but it's gone black because the main mic input doesn't have anything.
Okay, so when you're putting vMix, the vMix buttons on, you can put thumbnail. You can actually have the thumbnail like of your full cam show up on your Stream Deck. Like it streams to your a mini version of your stream from one of your cameras and show up on your Stream Deck button.
Yep.
And so that's the concept he's going for, right? It's you can now he's going to take that mic overlay or the mic input and then put in one of the overlays the button graphic.
Well, the thing is that what he's doing is you have, I think you've already done it in your vMix, what I saw before. You have two graphics, one for an on state of the mic and one for an off state.
Yes.
And he's going to link that to show on the Stream Deck button.
But right now, yeah, it didn't change.
Focus.
It didn't change. Come on, focus. There. It didn't change because I've got the graphic set through Stream Deck itself. So I need to go in to there and switch it back to reset to default. There we go. I've reset that to default, but that should have.
It's going to pull the graphics from vMix for you instead of you putting them in here in your Stream Deck software. It's going to pull them from vMix.
But it should be black right now. For some, but it's not. Like his is when he did that, it's black. So let's look at what.
Okay, pull up your vMix shortcuts screen and see if you set it to the same thing he had. Instead of
I had thumbnail.
Default, you set it to thumbnail.
Yes, and I've got a title.
You should be able, by the way, I don't know how this video is from 2020.
Yeah.
In the meantime, in shortcuts, you for display, you have not only default and thumbnail, but you can also choose color and image. So maybe that's two different things that they added to the shortcuts display options. You have just those two? Okay.
Yeah. And
I also have color and thumbnail.
I'm on the latest, I think. vMix.
Okay.
Maybe is it in advance?
Can I ask you just out of curiosity, what prompted you to switch from OBS to vMix?
I have a few, some of the folks I'm working with, they are using vMix, and when they request graphics, I want to be able to provide them graphics in a format that they're going to be able to use easier than having, I'm trying to learn how to use the title designer and all the mechanics of how vMix uses graphics, and that way I can create graphics that are ready, vMix ready, I guess is what I want to say. Like, if that made sense at all.
It does make sense, but on the other hand, it depends on their streaming resolution and stuff.
Sure.
If they're like, doing 1080p, then it doesn't matter if you're using OBS or vMix. 1080p is 1080p graphics.
Yes, but I mean, like building graphic animations, exactly what we're doing now. Learning how to, hey, I have a Stream Deck. How can I, use custom buttons and stuff. This is very helpful information and learning how to use that. To build like you've seen Kevin's show, Kevin Michael Reed's show, and he builds all his graphics in vMix, and I want to be able to help him create, more vibrant graphics through vMix. So some people don't have like, the design chops, I want to say. And, I've got the tools to create these graphics. I just need to figure out the best way to take a design vision and then make it work in his software. And I
gotcha.
So
I feel you, sir. I feel you.
Yeah.
Well, KMR is like the guru.
He is a
vMix,
guru. Yeah.
So he's like amazed balls. I'm totally in awe of his productions. But yeah, I see where you're going with this. Of course, great stuff. you know, if one learns and spreads the knowledge, we all learn. So
Yes.
that's the whole thing.
That's the key. All right. So, all right. Now my button is now black for some reason. So yes, it finally took while we were sitting here gabbing away. Yes. Now it's black. So we're on the right track. And I think it's all black because then I can go back to
Okay, I figured out what was the thumbnail and color and default and image thing. That only works if you.
it's that in the activator.
No, that's just in the shortcuts under
Okay.
display where I said before I had four options and you have two. Because I'm trying to make a new button and follow the step-by-step guide that you're doing.
Yes.
So now I've actually assigned the button, the shortcut to the Stream Deck, and now I only have those two options as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can go into the Stream Deck and then give it that title. Mic mute. And now, okay, yeah. So now I've got the text in there. So we are
There you go.
part of the way. All right, let's continue. Teach us, oh Chris of Games to TV.
In it. So what we're going to do is we're going to assign one of the multi-view inputs to use our vMix mic. PNG.
See?
Oh my God, this guy is hopelessly complicated. But okay, let's watch this out. Let's see what happens.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if there's a less complicated way, I would really love to figure that. I probably will eventually, but you know, multi-view, right? And we're going to pull in we're gonna pull in the stream.
This is definitely not like beginner level stuff.
No, it is not. I'm like, I just had to figure out what John Simon, I believe Thursday popped in, and you know I had set up a bunch of scenes, not a bunch. I had about 3 scenes set up. But yeah, it is. There is so much kind of. I have to quit thinking in terms of OBS, and that's the hard part since I'm, so used to using OBS. But the one tip he gave me is like, your scene you set up as just the color input, right, and then you pull in your camera and your graphics and stuff into that, and that way. Your camera input is separate from the actual scene, whereas I kept pulling in a camera input and then layering graphics on top of that. If that, and it was causing some issues where if I would try to mess with I couldn't use that camera anywhere else, or I couldn't figure out how to do that. But yes. So he kind of gave me that great tip of like in Photoshop where you start with the blank bottom layer, which is a color input, and then you go in and stack your camera, your separate camera input in those
Good tips. Yeah.
in here, like
those color tabs. If you pull up your vMix, let me have a quick look if you can. Just your vMix. Main window. There's of course the various ways to organize and to sort.
Yes. So
this is what I was going to say.
Here are
Scenes,
all
audio,
my
graphics.
inputs. Yes,
There you go.
I've set up my scenes so that those are the main scenes. But like, let me go to. I'll go to my full cam. Oops, it's over here.
Yeah, just click it.
Yeah, so my camera I pull in on the layers, and then I pull in my overlay from Stream Elements, which I probably everybody keeps saying that using Stream Elements kind of with vMix it adds, you know, more system. I guess it taxes your system more, I guess. I'm trying to still figure out why, because it's I would think that when you are in vMix and you try to layer a bunch of stuff in the layerer, it has to then it treats each graphic or each element as a separate element. It has to render those down, right, to send it out. Mm-hmm. Whereas the whole point of Stream Elements is you're pulling it in as one source, and it's just treats it as one layer instead of multi-layer, if that makes sense at all.
I understand what you're saying perfectly. For me, I was wondering, and this brings me back to something else. When you were changing to your BRB scene, because now I understand all your overlays are coming from the cloud, from Stream Elements, not local on your PC.
Right.
When you change to your BRB screen, I'm watching your stream in the highest possible resolution, which is 720p 60 that you're streaming in. When you switch to your BRB, it was kind of like pixelated, and I was like, why? Because I'm used to your graphics being like sharp as a razor.
Well, let's look at that real quick.
Yeah, just switch to your BRB. Let me have another look again.
I'm going to pull up YouTube to get a preview myself. But that's so I'm coming in at but that's so I'm coming in. Oops. Yeah, I can hear myself. Maybe I better mute me. Thank you. Yeah, the auto quality. Yeah, huh. So, because I thought I had set my, or is that the native thing, 720 for YouTube? Because I
don't know. You can, if you click your cogwheel next to stream in vMix,
right,
then you can actually set up whatever quality you want.
Right, and I did. I thought I had, but I can't do that while I'm streaming though. Apparently. No,
but there you go. It says. From the bottom.
There it is.
From the bottom, it's 720p.
Well, dang.
There you go. So that's your setting.
That is my settings. I thought I was tinkering that before I came on stream to try to set that to 1080. But yeah, but you're still even at 720. It should not be pixelated, right? I mean, we should be.
Okay. Can you just make the switch? Just let's watch.
Let's watch.
Monitor your stream and just switch to BRB and see what goes on. Did you see that? I think that was your stinger. This looks good, but the stinger looked really. This.
Yeah.
And now.
Yeah.
Did you see your stinger? Is that your original file?
It is. Nope. It is an image sequence that I exported from After Effects, because I've got this is the Nerd or Die Showdown overlay pack, and I got all the source files so I could add my logo there. But let me do something here real quick.
Because there is a little piece of software within vMix that you can use,
and that's what I used. I used that.
That's what you use to export.
Yeah, I used
all the different frames as images.
Yes.
Okay, because I did the same thing, but mine does not look pixelated at all.
I did I exported an MOV file with alpha, and then came in and used. Let me find it. It's what is it? It's that the vMix video tools, right?
No, just click in your. If you go to your vMix screen, then at the bottom right, you have the hamburger menu that you can click.
Yep.
Then you get various tools, and then it's vMix video tools.
Yep.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So I used that and created them the output to I believe PNGs. I'll go to that folder here real quick and live assets. All right.
We're being awfully nerdy here.
Oh, well,
vMix.
I'm sure we lost half the audience, which was maybe only 2 people. I believe George was here. George loves to watch the stream while coding. Interfleet, hopefully, is everything's still going smooth at the at the emergency room. Knock on wood, keeping fingers crossed, everything's going good. And Alex pops in and says hey, and then always jets off, and I appreciate him popping in. I haven't seen Joe and Laura. Laura's here somewhere. Still, I think. Yeah, George says he's still here. Laura was here. Hopefully not drinking Mountain Dew. Building a website. George is building a website. Okay, let me, before I go down that rabbit hole. Stream or transitions. Nope. Twitch overlays. I should really rename that folder because I don't stream on Twitch.
No, YouTube is your preferred platform.
For now, yeah.
You were going to say for now.
For now, I may. Who knows? I'm not a partner anywhere, so.
Yep, same here. I really enjoy the freedom to do whatever I want, wherever I want. So, yeah.
No, I mean,
hi, George. Sorry.
I am looking at these files. I'm gonna pull this over, and you guys can't see it. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Yeah, it is very pixelated, but I don't think it's because of the graphics. I think it's because of the stream.
Okay.
Because these
just put it on the back burner for now, and let's have a look at this let's
finish that the button issue.
I'm anxious to see where this guy's going with this with the multi-view and oh my god.
Okay, let's all right, so where we left it off, I got wow. I don't know how that happened. My black button has, I know what happened. All right. I know what happened. So I did that step, right? I pulled up the input. And now the button that I want is in there. I think. I'll have to look closer. So yes, my mic button is in there, but it's covered up with that nasty text. So let's go in and get rid of that text.
That's the easy part.
Yeah. Oh, but the button's kind of funky looking, and I'll have to figure out why that is. There we go. It's squished a little, but at least the graphics is there, so we're on the right track.
Well, the buttons for the Stream Deck are square,
right?
I think 75 by 75
is
like the minimum, but
that's I'm sure it's something in the
I love tinkering with this stuff. I mean, the more I learn, the more I think I don't know yet.
If we could sit here I could do a whole 12-hour stream doing this.
Oh my gosh, me too.
All right, so I mean, it looks like it should in the layer. I wonder. I think, is it taking? Maybe if I crop it. No, that's just going to crop the.
You can try, but I don't see
I don't think
anything
that's gonna sit-
cropped. There's no cropping necessary if you look on your Stream Deck.
Right.
No, just go to your crop X1 and X2, I think. The top one.
Yeah, it's not showing me. It's not showing me the crop, so. Or.
Okay. Here. Hold on, let me pull up my vMix because I think there should be a toggle there. Have you paid for this software yet, or are you using?
This is the
free
60.
version?
This is a 60-day trial.
Okay, so this should be full version.
Yes.
Hands down.
I'm able to, I know I can crop because my little picture up here, that's what I did. So it's just got to be something. It lets me move it, but it doesn't want to crop it. All right. I can rotate it. It's rotating in the actual. Okay. Is there? Let's. I wonder. 75. Nope, that didn't do anything. Okay, well, here's the thing. Here we go, George. George. I haven't had enough coffee. Peter. Okay. All right. Look at the video. The guy with the finger. If you look at his, it's also, he's going to tell us how to fix this. I'm sure of it.
Let's go.
Okay. Now, you'll see that let me enlarge that for you. You'll see that the mic shortcut is all squished up. And
It
that's
is,
because,
Chris.
remember,
It's squished.
The icon that I have added, you see it over here. The icon over here is square, and the vMix preset input image is 16 by 9. So we're just going to stretch this out to fill it up. Go into the position, and we're going to zoom the X out like that.
Ah.
There we go. Nicely stretched.
That's deviously simple. And I don't even know that I touched that at all.
This is like a proper oh my god moment.
Well, there we go. We are in full compliance with the button size there. Good stuff. All right.
We have been de-squeezed. GG's.
All right. I hope the Mrs. Amazing is are we making tomorrow, right? Tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Every Sunday.
All right. I'm not even gonna. I don't want to know. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. But go watch the Mrs. Amazing. I'm sure she's going to make something amaze balls that Peter will thoroughly enjoy.
I'm not spoiling.
No,
I never spoil.
I am not. Yeah, I was going to ask, but yeah, you would not tell me anyway. So that's no reason to ask because we want people to go and watch. All right, so there we go. We got that. All right, cool, groovy.
And now you can see.
Beans. Now I'm wondering what he's going to do for the rest of the video.
Yes.
Because we're not there yet.
No.
And just adjust the lighting a little bit for you. It's now filling the button. The lighting's not great. I do apologize for that. What can you do? Okay.
You can buy better lighting, Chris. That's what you can do.
We now have a function button that has the thumbnail and toggles the audio
Nice.
on and off.
All right, we're good. We're with you.
Very handy. Okay. Now, before we configure the buttons, the button.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on this. I'm gonna do a video. I'm definitely going to do a video on how to do this and have better lighting.
That's
So,
better.
But yeah.
Everything.
Oh well, yeah. That's getting. I don't want to be too harsh on Chris. It is 2020 that he did this in May. Probably, you know.
Hey, video was helpful. Give it a thumbs up, and there you go.
Yeah.
button activator. We're going to configure the actual vMix activator.
I just love
here.
the way
So
he
remember
says
we assigned this and
button.
we said this is going to be the vMix activator.
Now the
So
activator,
let's do that now.
I don't know
We're
that.
going to settings again, and just below shortcuts we've got activators. I don't have any activators in
I'm
here.
going to go through this,
Add
but
one
I don't
in.
think I need this part.
And once again, I'm going to find
Or
this
maybe.
button, press and hold it down, click on OK, and then let it go. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to check for the input audio event, and I'm going to be watching the main mic, and I'm going to change the type to Stream Deck. And now this drop down will let me choose a whole bunch of different colors. So we're going to choose the industry standard for something is live, which is red. And we're going to say OK. And OK again. So now when this audio goes on, we should see the activator, the mic status activator. We're going to choose
I
the industry.
missed part of that, so all
And
right.
now this drop down will let me choose a whole bunch of different colors.
Well,
Press and hold it down,
got that
click on
part?
OK,
Okay.
and then let it go. And what I wanted
I
to
got
do
the
is I wanted to
Input audio,
check for the input audio event,
right?
and I'm going to be watching the main mic,
Got my
and I'm
got
going
that.
to change the type to Stream Deck. And now this drop down will let me choose a whole bunch of different colors. So we're going to choose the industry standard for something is live, which is red,
Okay.
and we're going to say OK,
Okay.
and OK again. So now when this audio goes on, we should see the activator, the mic status activator, light up. And there you see it does. Okay?
Oh, that's actually quite brilliant.
I mean, I've got. All right, so that works. I mean, but my plan is that I don't need that activator if he can teach me how to. Oh my gosh. So, after having this Stream Deck for like years, I just discovered on the back you have the Bigfoot, the big Bigfoot, and then you've got small feet. I just discovered, yeah. It's a day for learning.
I never used the small feet.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
then it goes down
it's
way too low. You
way
can't see
low
it
profile.
properly.
Yeah, I don't like that. That was useless information now. All right, back to the big feet. Bigfoot. Ah, I'm in Sasquatch
we're
mode.
We're still trying to get a different PNG to show
Yes,
in a different state.
yes, that's what we want to do.
We're still not there yet.
So we have a working solution right now. We've got a button that will toggle the microphone on and off, and we've got an indicator light that comes on to tell us that we're
You guys
live
might want to
and
see it.
that we're
so-
not live anymore. But if you've got one Stream Deck, you know button space is a premium.
Yes.
Maybe you don't want to have two buttons
No, I don't.
dedicated for each input. So instead of having a dedicated activator button, what we're going to do is we're going to put the activator indicator
He just solved the
onto
problem.
the button. Now, unfortunately, vMix doesn't allow you to assign an activator and a thumbnail to a single button.
What?
we could go into this and we could change this activator to use the same button as our toggle button.
But it won't let you.
But the problem with that is that it actually overwrites the two overwrite each other. So you can see as I press it, it tries to activate the activator, and sometimes it sort of flickers there, but the toggles button kind of takes over and says, no, 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 you've got to have the thumbnail. That is what we're supposed to have. So we need to do a little bit of a hack. So we're going to change our activator
here we
again,
go.
just for the sake of tutorial. We're going to change it back to this button. We're going to say OK and OK again. So now it's working as intended. But what we want to do is we want to add our live indicator to the thumbnail of our main mic input, so that when you press the button, when you press the toggle, the live indicator comes on. And this is how you do it. It's actually very simple. So the first things first is you go into the multi-view and you add the live indicator in the multi-view. We want to stretch it.
Squeeze.
Oops, we don't want to pan it, we want to stretch it into the vMix. There we go. So that's just the next layer above the thumbnail. And since our audio is actually off at the moment, we're going to turn that off. Okay? Now what we do is we go back into our shortcuts and we add a second shortcut using the same button. So hold the button down, say OK. But we're going to go into overlay and we're going to say multi-view overlay. The input that we're working on is the microphone input, and the value is going to be 2, and that is, remember, we put the live indicator PNG into the second slot in the multi-view. So layer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through 10, we put it in layer 2, and we're just going to call this live. I'll call it show that it's live. There we go. And say OK. And we're going to leave that at default. We don't need to change that at all. So remember, when we set up the shortcut to impact the audio, to actually toggle the audio on and off, we changed this display to thumbnail. For the second shortcut that you create that affects the multi-view overlay, just leave it at default. And say OK. So now we've got a mic toggle and a show live, and they're both affecting the main mic input, but the one's turning the audio on or off, and the other one's turning layer 2 in the multi-view overlayer on and off. So let's say OK, and let's press our button now. And as you can see, when we press the button, two things are happening. Firstly, the audio is coming on, and secondly, the button itself is getting its live indicator. And it's corresponding with the mic status activator that's just above it. But that's fine. We don't have to worry about that anymore. We can actually go into the Elgato software, and
It's just a
we can
second
now
layer on the
remove
same.
that button
Yeah.
and
button.
hand it over to something else, put another
But that's okay. So, but that's the key, right? That's what I got to do for all my buttons now. I don't include the graphics through the Stream Deck. I have to set up everything like that in vMix. So
It's a crappy solution.
It
I
is.
agree with George on this. It's not intuitive at all.
no. But what's the better way? I mean, is there another way? Who knows? We have not
Not
found
that
it
I
yet.
know of.
That's the thing. It is a
Me
crap.
neither. Remember when we started this, I said I don't think that's possible.
It is.
At least not for your Stream Deck software, and that turned out to be the thing.
Yeah.
It's in vMix. It's a vMix
It's
thing.
through
yeah.
vMix, yes. So, and George is a coder. So, okay, I got to complete this. I got to complete it by. Where did my settings go? Come on, there you go.
We
All
need to
right.
talk to Martin at vMix, George. We need to have a sit down with Martin and go like, "Hey, Martin, listen, maybe you could implement this or that."
Right. There should be a better way to
I
do
agreed.
that. My thing is, I may have to switch those. I may have to switch those graphics. So we're gonna go.
I
So
would,
that's
I would,
just-
I would have expected that he was going to show us to, have one graphic and then another, but this overlays graphic 2 over graphic 1.
Right, but it's the same thing though.
I can understand where
But-
he's coming from,
yeah.
though, if you do it like this, because all he has done is the second graphic is transparent.
Yes.
So if you make the second graphic not
Yeah,
transparent, there
it's
you go.
you're
That solves
you're
everything.
just turning a layer off and on. It's it's the same way. It's the same thing with like using sources in OBS, where you can control the source within a scene. That's how I was doing my call to actions, where I had a nested scene that had all my call to actions in it, and then I just assign a button that would turn that on or that layer on or off. So yeah, same principle.
Brilliant, George. Brilliant. We need to have that. Thank you for suggesting that.
Yes, that's exactly what they need to do. All right, so I needed to add the same button.
If you in your vMix
next layer
have
above
the second
the thumbnail.
layer in the multi-view as you're on or you're live, then you should be there, because it will overlay that over the first layer, because one layer goes on top of the next. So one is the bottom layer, yeah, and it's a top layer.
And since our audio is actually off at the moment, we're going to turn that off.
See, it takes some smart thinking, but we'll get there
Now
eventually.
what we do is we go back into our shortcuts and we add a second shortcut using the same button. So hold the button down, say OK. But we're going to go into overlay and we're going to say multi-view overlay. The input that we're working on is the microphone input. And the value is going to be 2, and that is, remember, we put the live indicator PNG into the second slot in the multi-view. So layer 1, 2,
So
3, 4,
it's
5, 6,
overlaying
10.
layer 2.
We put it in layer 2, and we're just going to call this live. I'll call it show that it's live. There you go. And say OK. And
Okay.
we're going to leave that at default. We don't need to change that at all. So remember, when we set up the shortcut to impact the audio, to actually toggle the audio on and off, we changed this display to thumbnail. For the second shortcut that you create that affects the multi-view overlay, just leave it at default. We say OK. So now we've got a mic toggle and a show live, and they're both affecting the main mic input, but the one's turning the audio on or off, and the other one's turning layer 2 in the multi-view overlayer on and off. So let's say OK, and let's press our button now. And as you can see, when we press the button, two things are happening. Firstly, the audio is coming on, and secondly, the button itself is getting its live indicator. And it's corresponding with the mic status activator that's just above it. But that's fine. We don't have to...
All right. This is where I sign off, Grim. Yeah, I will be using this for my Stream Deck as well. Let's see where we can go with it. Oh yeah, you were. Thank you so much for having me, and you know, good luck with this. It's 12 p.m. EST. Yeah, it sounded like it. You're muted, by the way, says George on your stream.
So the mute button works.
Thank you, George.
So the mute button works. Just have to get the graphics worked out. But yes, go join Twitch tomorrow. The Miss Amazing, as she cooks up something really good. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna have to find out. Thanks, Peter. I appreciate it.
Tune in. Thank you so much for having me. Good luck on this. And if you have any questions on your vMix journey, then, you know. Like I said, if one learns, we all learn. So feel free to ask. And I'm always happy to help where I can and to learn where I can.
Well, I appreciate all the help.
You're very welcome, sir. Have a good one.
All right,
Thank
you
you
too.
so much, because we have an appointment in like 2 minutes that we have to
Get going.
change into shoes for and stuff. So we got to run.
All right. Have a good afternoon or evening.
Thank you. See you later.
See
Bye,
ya.
George. Bye, Grim.
All righty. Amazing Peter Game. He's a cool guy. I dig him. He hangs out in the channel a lot. I really appreciate it. Him and his wife put on an amazing show. So yeah, be sure to catch that tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern. And let's I'm going to turn this to mic off, and then this one is to mic on. There we go. You can hear me, but my button is not changing. My button does not want to change. Okay, let's go check the shortcuts. Did he have it assigned to the input number? Show live. It's default. Stream Deck button up. Oh, that's just Stream Deck button down. I don't know why. Ah. Stream Deck button down. Okay. Multi-view. Move multi-view overlay. I chose the wrong one. That's why it's not working. Okay. Main and all right. I think now Hit OK. Sorry, chat. I need to pull up chat so I can see. Yep. All right. Oh. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're there. We're there. I need to go back and switch those, though. On. Off. I goofed. I goofed it. There we go. A little extra music since we're not... That should be off. But my audio, no, it's on. So I need that to say on and that to say off. Audio. Audio. Man, I'm like, you know, insert your favorite, you know, weird saying about being happy. I'm as happy as a hen in a rooster house. I don't know, you know, some stupid saying like that. Success. Success. I was going to try to set up the countdown timer stuff today, but you know, I think this has been a successful event. Haunt, how you doing? Happy Saturday. I hope your Friday school day was good. I dig it. I am so glad. I want to bookmark that in case I need to go back later and watch a 2-hour video to figure out how to set up these buttons. So I got to have 2 shortcuts for each. I go to my graphics. Okay. I'm going to set up an input. There we go. It's kind of a weird look there, but you know. I go down to that one, it's empty. Yikes. All right, there we go. My face is just all over the place there. But what I'm doing is here in this graphics, I'm going to do an input for my start. And then another input for the inactive start button. You're right, George. Man, that's really convoluted because now I can't even remember how I did that. I need to go to the... okay, I need to get rid of the button itself. We're going to restore that to the default. So now that's the back to the default button. We need to go to the shortcuts. Woo! Actually, it was all done through the input, right? Input. That's weird. That's how we're going to do that. Now, yeah, that's kind of that's going to be, yeah, that just threw another curveball at me. Maybe I can't do this. My Saturday is going. Just learned how to create my mute button. I'm trying to figure out a convoluted way to put my buttons in my Stream Deck and have them, you know, toggle on, toggle off. Oops, did I just go? I did not. Okay, good. Input select. Let's cancel that. Sorry, big sneeze. I do not need this button anymore. So we're going to delete that. Delete. I don't need it anymore. But we want to change this button to look like this on my Stream Deck. It's not going to here. It's going to keep looking like these, the default ones. Okay. But I think it's not going to work for that because this is the overlay for that button, and this is done with the overlays. So if I do that, it's going to overlay it onto this button. So I'm at a quandary. It works for that button there, but it's not going to work for these other buttons. It looks like. Oops, come on. I use thumbnail. Yeah, I don't yet. Yeah, we're at a quandary. We're definitely at a quandary. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because if I add I can't add a button to this and then it be edit, cropping. Resolution 32 by 32. That doesn't seem right. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because what has to happen is I would have to go in here and put that on, but that overlays my scene. And I want it to overlay my scene. Dr. Elo. How are you, sir? How is Puerto Rico? Hopefully you're still there and still have another week to go. We are diving again into vMix. So everything looks really, really, really crazy. Really crazy. It's a lot more complicated, but a lot more, you know. All right, till the 18th. Groovy. You're making me jealous. Just, you know, having fun out there on the boat. Makes me miss the days of living in Florida. I almost, man. On LinkedIn, an opportunity had came up with a person or a colleague who used to work in the industry here, TV industry here, in kind of the same sphere. He was a promotions manager over at a competing TV station here where I live, and he got an opportunity elsewhere. And now he's working for ABC, Disney ABC in Fresno, but he had posted a job with a job for Disney ABC, and I was immediately like, I'm taking it. I'm gonna go. But then I realized he was in Fresno, California, and I was like, no. Now, because I saw Disney, you know, because they have the Disney in Florida, but you know, it's the company Disney ABC. The headquarters, I believe, is in Fresno, maybe, I don't know. But he works at that station, and man, I was like, man, if that was in Florida, I would have left yesterday. I would have left yesterday to work for Disney. Yeah, and it's doing the exact same thing I do now. But I'm not moving to California, man. Not doing it. Not doing it. I'm just not a California guy. Not a California guy. Everybody, Dr. Elo, check out AskDrElo.com. I don't have any of my triggers, or do I? Is Fresno amazing? I've never been there. I've never been there. I do have a friend who lives in LA. You can also check out Dr. Elo at AskDrElo.com. Especially if you're into live streaming. Want to get comfortable live streaming. He's recently joined up with Be Live, so please check out Be Live also. And he streams to multiple platforms, YouTube, I believe, LinkedIn, Facebook. Catch him on any of those platforms. Anytime, my friend. Anytime. So I managed to at least, you know, get a few things done today. But this button thing is just going to bug the crap out of me, because it's like, you know, why have a Stream Deck if you can't get the buttons to do what you want to do? That's going to bug me. For sure. So we've got the default button. How do you assign trying to think. I'm trying to get my logic circuits to fire off in my head over this. Because, I've got my button set up. I'm wondering, do I need another input? An input that is somehow tied. Maybe an activator. I'm going to have to dive into this way more. 10:22. It's a good time to say, to stop. I accomplished the task of getting this button set up that I wanted to. My mute button. This little guy. So that when I'm live, it has my default state. Of course, when I go but now there's audio. So yeah. Cool. But I want to do that with my other buttons, and that's going to take a little extra time to figure out. And I don't want to bore people with me going, what are we doing? Why is it not working? So I'm going to head off. Yo, what's up, Impartial Geek? I'm trying to still figuring out vMix. So, You caught me at the end of the stream. I'm fixing to jump off and work on a few other things. I managed to. Here's what I managed to do. Okay. Here's what I managed to do. My audio button. It's a very convoluted way that this guy shows how to do it. Because I want my button to change. So audio's on. Audio's on. I did create them. I did create these icons myself. Yes. So there we go. I did the mute button, figured out how to do the shortcuts. Amazing Peter Gaming was in here, helped me out with that. So I'll give a props to him. And I'm gonna go figure some other stuff out. Thanks for showing up, Impartial Geek, Dr. Elo, Haunt, appreciate it. George, as always, I hope the soothing tones of my voice have kept you working. Thanks for again, the amazing Peter Gaming was here. I appreciate him joining me on stream, helping me out with that. This is amazing. I think they want to on a what you call it? They had an appointment to go to. Who else was here? Alex was here. Thanks, Alex, for stopping by. Interfleet. Again, hope everything's going okay with your wife at the emergency room. So, let us know if everything's okay. Alex was here. And Laura, thanks for hanging out with me a little bit. I think she had to take off too. So I'm going to go have some lunch and then, work on a few other things. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow morning. So hopefully I'll have something else. I'll have some things figured out or whatever. I I downloaded a lot of t-shirt stuff last night. I could not sleep. T-shirt stuff is running through my head. All right. Peace. My end screen does not come up. I broke it. It broke. I broke it. I know what I did. I moved the damn button. I moved the damn button in my Stream Deck, and it's tied to vMix, so that just made me look like a dork. Here, I'll show you. I had moved my button down here so that I wouldn't accidentally hit it. But the actual setup is so that if I press it, it'll end the stream. So this time I'm really leaving. Yeah. I lesson learned. Lesson learned. All right. This time I'm leaving. Everyone, have a good one. We'll see you later. And it ends the stream automatically after about a minute.